dying! Disabled people are dying!
Young and old, unite and fight!
Young and old, unite and fight!
That the Big Six will not control our energy in the future. We have the right to our own energy. Energy is a human right, as is a sustainable, just, democratic future for our children.
And over 60% of students have to wear gloves, hats and scarves in their own homes instead of putting the heating on. And so we're here to say no to the Big Six energy companies, and the government needs to change its policy to look after people like students and pensioners and the poorest in society. Black and white unite, young and old unite.
Pummeled by a government which is afraid to take on the Big Six. We are not responsible for the economy and the lack of what is happening in this country. We say to this government that they will be judged by the way in which they look after their people.
I'm outraged that so many people die each winter because they can't afford to pay their energy bills, so they die from the cold, and this is usually pensioners. But so when we talk about fuel poverty, we usually think of older people who are more vulnerable, but also students. We're sold the idea that if you're a student, it's part of the student experience to be cold, and it's just normal to wear a scarf and a hat and gloves inside. But we shouldn't have to put up with that. Everyone deserves to live in a warm home, but energy prices have gone up by 30% in 4 years, and enough is enough. We already have to pay such terrible, high rents, particularly in London, and so we should have affordable energy, and energy should be democratically owned.